were so, wide-eyed and brimming with passion.
Well, I want to propose a toast to the passionate people we once were.
Cheers to that.
Hello?
Janie, it's Dad. He's in the hospital.
You sure you don't want us to be there?
No. My sisters will be there. It'd be too much for the kids.
Okay. They will be fed and clothed and read to.
Janie!
No, Dad, don't get up.
How's my girl?
I'm okay.
You know Dad's gonna be okay, right?
Is he?
Well, I mean, quite a bit, it was definitely drawn from a personal place. And I think like anyone, our business, you have high points, low points, high points, low points, then you plateau forever. And I think I was at a point, I just had 3 kids in a row and I just wasn't feeling like I was sort of in the creative mix the way I wanted to be. And I was feeling, frustrated. We had just come out of COVID and it was just a weird time. And so I did write it out of kind of a personal place of my character feeling a little bit stuck career-wise. I mean, I made the loop group thing where Jane's job is not a job I've ever had, but I always felt that it was sort of thematically an interesting career to have, because you're sort of, as I say in the movie, like dream adjacent, like you're so close you can taste it, but you're not doing the thing you want to be doing, but you're like watching it and creating background noise for those people that are doing it. So,
Right.
but yeah, it definitely comes from a personal place. Our business is not easy. So you're always kind of like trying to run as fast as you can to stay in the mix. Yeah, it's tricky because that's obviously couldn't be much heavier of a topic. And so while you don't want to make light of it, you also want to give your audience a second to breathe and to laugh. And in my experience, people laugh through the worst of pain and they cry through the happiest of moments. So my idea was to see as much as I could, let those two things dovetail each other, because kind of I think that's how life is. And that's the human, my dad passed away and I'll never forget the night he died. I was still in shock. And yet I had a house full of people and we're all drinking and telling stories and laughing. And, it's a weird thing, grief and loss and all that kind of stuff. So the idea was to make sure that an audience could also undercut it with some laughter and some funny characters like Alex.
It is you. Vodka soda?
That is a very strange thing to remember about me.
I remember everything about you.
You make a good grown-up.
You are the same, only better.
Right.
Oh, no. That cannot be okay to drink.
You did it.
So why aren't we?
Why aren't we what?
Married to each other.
Nothing happened, okay? It was a trip down memory lane.
It's 3 in the morning.
And nothing happened.
Don't mess up your life.
Well, let's see. That's a good question. I mean, we shot this, like I said, we were coming out of COVID. So there were some of that. Like for instance, there were a few scenes that Freddie Rodriguez couldn't do because he ended up getting COVID. And so, there were things like that. But other than that, it's kind of refreshing because I just went and shot Super Troopers 3. And in a weird way, it felt unbelievably similar to how it felt however many years ago it was that we did the first one. So as much as the world has changed so much and there's AI and all these things looming and it's terrifying, I'm happy to report it actually felt pretty close to how it used to feel in a really wonderful way. Interesting. Yeah, I think that I, as a moviegoer, don't have enough movies to go see because I don't really care about horror movies. I don't really care about action movies. I don't really care about Marvel movies. And then, I'll go see almost any comedy, but they tend to now be kind of like hard, broad, I don't know, kind of grotesque sometimes comedies. And like, I miss the movies like we tried to make here, where it's a little bit funny, a little bit sad, it's family, it's a little bit of a dramedy, and like I love Crazy Stupid Love. I think that's just a wonderful movie that hits so many notes, but also like Nancy Meyers movies and all those kind of movies that you do, there is like sort of a there may be heavier themes, but also it's comedic, and
Right.
I miss those movies. I want to go to the theaters and see them. So hopefully we can go make more.
Yeah.
Yes. I have a couple of things I'm working on now, and I've written a lot of TV, but this has been really rewarding to do, and so I learned an enormous amount being able to do, to write it, to shoot it, to do all the post-production, to get it to the distributor, to every step of the way was like a whole nother graduate school in film. And so yes, I hope to go write some more, but also go make more movies, and hopefully apply the things I've learned, because I did learn a lot.
I think everybody has that person, that one that they still wonder about, that lives unblemished by reality.
Jamie, I can't stop thinking about it.
We were 17.
We had magic that we let slip through our fingers.
Getting away from it all, I think I just realized days come and go, but we're not moving forward. We're stuck.
Is this really about me or is it about him?
For the first time in a long time, I feel alive. You represent everything I was supposed to be. And being here with you makes me feel like that girl again.